Hi, I'm Jeroen from Maison Du Malheur, and you're watching Toasted.
Maison Du Malheur, third album out, release party. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot. We're happy that the record is finally out.
It took a long time.
Well, it took a little bit of time, a little bit longer than we anticipated, but it's finally here, and we're ready to go.
Hey, I love the website that you guys built, vintage Mercedes, garage style, and I must say, beautiful text by famous Dutch journalist Jaap Boots.
Yeah, the garage is actually not styling. It's where we rehearsed. It's where we get together, and it's where we wrote the album. So all the preparations that we had to make concerning this album were made there, and that's
So whose
basically-
car is that?
That is actually a car who belongs to a Dakar rally racer, but he got a bigger place, and he asked me, what shall I do with the garage? And I said, man, do you mean that really good-looking old garage? And this man is a car caster, so he casts cars for movies. So he's got the finest cars in town. And sometimes there's a Mercedes there, sometimes there's another car there. And when we did the pre-recordings for the album, one of his favorite Mercedeses was there. And we took some pictures, and we accidentally had a video shoot, and now it's all there. It's all there, yeah.
Amazing story and amazing car. Hey, amazing album. You guys recorded it in 4 days in the Electric Monkey Studios, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's a live recording, and that's why it only took 4 days, because after, let's say, 5 or 6 goes per song, it's got to be there. So that was it.
What I love is the piece on your website that says "fuck overdubs."
Strong language there from Mr. Boats. But in the end, he is right. The thing is, we've got a large group, lots of musicians, and when you want to record an album, these guys can play too. So they all, if you would record them individually, they would play so insanely lots of things just because they're excited. And if you want to mix those 8 players, there's really nothing to mix. It's a jungle of music. So we decided, when we were all in one room, this would not be possible, since we listen to each other, we listen to how the song builds up, stuff like that. And we thought the only way to get a decent recording out of us is to do a live recording, and that's how we did it. So we were all there playing, and in the end, we didn't need any overdubs because, it was already all there.
And what I also loved about the website is the description of the band, because I mean it's always tempting to your drink comes in, man. That's what you get. Cheers. What you always get is like, they sound like this, they sound like that, they sound like that, But I mean, if you have a proper band, you sound like nothing at all. You sound like your own band, and that's, I think, especially true for you guys. 8-man formation, unmarketable. That's what the website said.
Yeah, so there is a bit of a problem. In the end, we've decided that the longer we play and the longer we make records, in the end, we will be our own brand. So when we make a new record and it's coming out, nobody will have to think about where to put us, because it's just another record of Maison Du Malheur, and then you'll know enough. This is the 3rd album, so it's going to take maybe a couple more albums to realize this. But that's what we're trying to do.
A lot of amazing live footage online as well. I love this. There's this, I think it's already from 2013, small video of you guys playing online. And there was this one gig where there was, I think it's called the Dock or something, a stage in front of like a big water reservoir. Where was that?
Oh yeah, that's Groningen. It's called the Noorderzon Festival. It's It's in the summer in Groningen, and it's a bit of a weird experience because in the middle of the park there's a big pond, and on both sides they've got stands for people, and it's almost like a middle-age stage where everybody's on the side, and in the middle there's water, and you're allowed to put on your to put on your rubber boat and just have a go and lie in front of in front of the stage. So people actually do that, and they're not throwing things at each other from across the pond and anything. But in the end, it got really crazy, and it's a great gig to do.
Amazing footage. Hey, apparently, I talked to a lot of musicians, and a lot of people are having a tough time making ends meet. But I mean, you guys have 3 albums out. You've been playing for many years. Been playing amazing amounts of gigs here. So there must be some money in an 8-man formation, right?
Well, if you just start an 8-man formation, there's not. The thing is, and I think a lot of people know that, is that a couple years back we did a big commercial. We were in the studio recording our previous album, Wicked Transmission, and we got a call from a big beer industrial. Well, actually not them, but from our record company, and they told us, well, just have a shot. Like 1 million people have a shot, and everybody wants it because it's a big bag of money we're talking about here. But just have a shot. And we were like, well, we just have a small shot because you pay all your expenses to do this track. This studio work, that's all on yourself while you're trying to get this job. So we figured the song out, and it took us half an hour to just put something together, and then we decided that was going to be it because we didn't want to waste any more time because a lot of famous people were working on it, and we were like, we're never gonna get picked. Long story short, everybody tried to beat us. And we got like a crappy garage kind of thing, but nobody could beat us, and it just fitted the footage of the film so good that in the end we won. We won, and it's about the biggest commercial you can get here in Holland. It was a worldwide beer commercial, and if you do stuff like that, it can get you going for quite a while.
So more commercials coming up?
Well, of course, we're not really focused on something like that. Fact is that, well, you're right, there aren't any funds left anymore here in Holland, in Europe. Everybody has to do it and make it work themselves. So it's not awkward to look for ways to make some money. And this is a way to do so.
Plus make some great music. Hey, you guys been touring here everywhere. I mean, you played all the stages, you played the big festivals. Isn't it time for you guys to leave Holland and move at least into Europe?
Well, it is. It is for quite a while, and well, when you got an album out, even if it's your third, of course you start in Holland and you'll try to get as much gigs as you got the last time. But we keep our eyes open, and well, we've been across the border here and there, and we definitely plan to do so when spring will come. But that's going to be a couple of months.
Hey, let's talk about the album. Hey, who did the production actually?
Actually, our key player did the production. Yeah, he's called Hector. He's a young guy and he's a very talented man. I wouldn't be surprised if he could just lead an orchestra of 40 people. So he's got good ears, and we figured it would be important to produce it with somebody from the inside. That's not always a good idea, but they're all very. These musicians in this band are all, well, they're all quite the character, and we had to find somebody who really knew them well, and it was our own key player, and he could just work well with the guys from the studios and the musicians that are in the band, and it worked out just fine. Yeah.